Hi, here is how to flatten and join two JSON files and export them to a CSV using Instadeck. You don't need an account, just go to app.instadeck.com and click Try It Now. I have the two JSON files as files, so I will create a JSON file card, selecting this and creating a new one and selecting it again. I can either click here to open a file picker or drag and drop. I'm going to drop it from here. So this is the launches information. I'm going to collapse it from here for now. And I'm going to drop the rockets JSON file over here. This information is available also via HTTP API from the SpaceX API. So if you create a new card, select HTTP, change this to before and apply, you will see the same information. The same for rockets, just change launches for rockets and you will have the information there and it will always be up to date. But in this case, I'm showing how to do it with a JSON file. So we have information from launches over here. It's a list of nested objects. So the first thing we want to do is to extract some of the fields. And for that, I'm going to collect the ones I want to use on the basket. Here on the top left, there's a basket icon. Click it to open. And you can drag the fields you want. In this case, the name of the mission. If it was success, you can drag as many as you want. I'm going to drag just some. And here I have pagination for the first item, and because there are many fields, I'm going to drag date UTC and the rocket field. And that seems to be it. You can drag more than those. I'm going to collapse this. And from the second JSON file, which is for rockets, we can drag the name. For example, how many legs. Again, you can, if it's active, you can drag as many as you want, but these are okay for now. And I need the ID, so I'm going to go to the second section and search for the ID over here, because we are going to join by the ID. So now I'm going to collapse this and create a JSON, a join card over here. I can drag it from the basket like this. So I want the name, the date, or I can click on the placeholder and a list will open with all the available fields from other cards or from the basket. And here I can select the name and the ID for now. And we want to join. So we have to specify the condition. So when these are going to be joined with this, it's when the rocket field from the first JSON file is equal to the ID field from the second. Again, I can drag and drop it here, or I can click on the placeholder, that's the target, and select it from the list below. So as you can see here, now there's only one field, because I can clean this and close. Because since I dragged fields from a JSON file, it has the index 0 here. But we don't want to apply the join for the index 0. We want to apply it for all items in the list. So I will click on the 0 over here, and a menu will appear with alternatives. And I can select a slice, 0 to infinity. And it's going to ask me if I want to replace the current selection. And if I say yes, it will apply the operation to all the fields in the same file, and I have to do the same for the other one. If I want 10, for example, and not all, I can modify the 2 here and to a number and in a slice. But I want all the launches and all the rockets. So now we have our table as a result, and we may want to do some renaming. So I'm going to rename this to rocket, this to mission, and this one to date. And I'm going to remove the ID from this output. So now we have the mission, the date, and the rocket. And we can add more fields, as I showed. And when we are ready, we can go to the top right of the join card, select the more options, and select download. it will open a download dialog, and if I open it, we can see that we have the data in a CSV file that we can open in Excel, OpenOffice, or any other file, any other program. So this was how to flatten JSON files, extracting fields and using ranges, and also how to join two JSON files by a common field like here, and how to export it to CSV. Bye.